customer update. Well, when your home or business has been damaged by fire, water, wind, mold, or sinkholes, it's vital that one of your first calls goes to an expert who can get you back to work or back into your home as quickly as possible. Joining us today to tell us more is Jerry Burns and John Christ of BRC Restoration. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, this is a very touchy subject because you don't know you need it till you need it.
That's right.
So it's one of these things you really need to kind of make a mental note. Tell us a little bit about the business. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, what we do, we're a full-service restoration company, which means that if your business or home is damaged in any way, we come in and repair not only the dwelling, but the contents of the home or business. We do all emergency services from removing the water to drying the building out to rebuilding the building. We'll clean and fix contents, damaged furniture. So we pride ourselves on being very full service to where you don't need to call anybody else.
Yeah, you see me, I happen to have an issue, so I know what a nightmare it can be as a homeowner. So it's really nice to know that you guys are kind of a one-stop shop. I've not heard that, so that's phenomenal.
Yep.
Because I can tell you guys, when you're in the middle of it, that's when you go, I should have made those mental notes. Because having somebody, you're already out of your house. I mean, how hard is that when you're dealing with customers? I mean, they're displaced. They are. They have no place to go.
Well, we even pack up your furniture. We move you to a new location if that's your desire, or many times we'll try to work around people if they want to stay in their homes. Especially a lot of the elderly people don't want to leave, so we accommodate the customer if it's possible in any way we can.
I say sorry for this dumb look.
That's okay.
But where were you when I needed you? Because, like I said, it can be a total nightmare. How long have you guys been in business?
I started in 1970.
Whoa.
And I found that by accident I was asked to do a water claim, and I found that the business was fragmented, that they had people were doing just the repair, they were doing the contents, no one was doing the cleaning, and I decided to put it all together. And that was where we started. We were the first ones to come from the cleaning side and go to the repair side, and from contents refinishing to storage. I mean, when I first started, I was storing people's contents in my home. I looked like I was a used a furniture store. So that's how it came about. And then we just got educated and got ahead of the curve and did quality and service and from commercial, and we've done industrial to regular. Even a spot on a rug we used to handle. So it was a full service company.
Well, it sounds like you saw a need and you went in and figured out how to service that need, which is really important because, like I said, people are in the middle of this mess and sometimes they can't think. They're so upset, and it's nice to know that they can come to a company and they don't have to worry about it.
Well, it's also good for the insurance company themselves and the broker or the agent that it's combined, it saves costs, they deal with one person, and so not only the homeowner, the business owner, but everybody that's involved that sells the coverage to the consumer. So this is why now pretty much a lot of people over the years have emulated what we've done, but we were actually the granddaddies of this. Now there was some other companies throughout the country that were doing this, but a very few of them.
So I'm going to spin right off of that. So what sets you apart from your competition? Because clearly you have the history, so you have the know-how. What else sets you guys apart?
Definitely, it's our experience. Jerry was a real trailblazer, like he said, going back in the 70s and 80s, at least in this area, where Jerry has started in the carpet cleaning and the cleaning business in general. Odor control, that's what he specialized in.
Okay.
And then the construction people were always over here in the rebuild. So what he had the concept and took the bull by the horns and put those two together. So I came aboard with Jerry in 1995 to help strengthen the reconstruction to be able to build anything. So we are licensed general contractors.
Oh, wow.
We're licensed roofing contractors. We're licensed mold remediators, which is now a state license that just came out about a year or two ago.
We were doing mold when it was green cheese. Okay, we were doing mold before anybody. We were called in, so
Yeah.
it was.
And that I want to stress because that was one of the issues that I dealt with. And like I said, people think they can just come in and clean it, or they can hire some, I won't say Joe Schmo off the street, but that's kind of what I think, to come in and get rid of the mold. And it's not, you have to call in an expert to deal with, especially if it's water damage.
Yeah. No, what happened was there were so many of these Joe Schmoes, and the Joe Schmoes were then trying to charge exorbitant amounts, and they were scaring the heck out of the public. So what happened in the mold industry, the state stepped in and actually made it be a licensed trade now. So, and what they did was separate the mold assessors, or the indoor environmentalists who come in and test and do the air quality tests and clearances. They mandated it where those people were separate from the remediators.
Wow.
Okay, because what happened, the type of people you're talking about were coming and scaring people.
Right.
And then they would do a couple of air samples, and they would say, oh, you got to get out of the house right away. Your house is going to be condemned, and trying to run up these exorbitant bills. So now you have the assessor on one side and the remediator on the other side. So to try to prevent a lot of that.
No,
but getting back to our company, what sets us apart is we're old. Okay.
There you go.
We're old guys.
But there's knowledge in that.
You need to be careful with that statement.
I included
okay?
myself in that.
Yeah.
No, the three owners of our company have over 100 combined years of experience.
So you've seen it all.
Seen it all.
No,
Pretty
no,
much.
there's still probably more to see.
So how do they find out more about you? Where do they find you? Do they go on the internet? Do they call? What's the best way?
Well, you can always call our 1-800 number, 800-404-4481. We have a pretty good website, I think, www.brcrestoration.
It's easy to
Very
remember.
simple. And it even has our email addresses on there when
Okay.
you pull up the website of all of our estimators, salespeople, ourselves.
So you're easy to contact.
We're the kind of guys that really, and once we have a customer, we give our cell phone numbers.
That's great.
We want to be in full contact with our customers at all time.
In simple word, we don't hide.
Right, right. And like I said, in the construction industry, that's very, very important.
Right,
Like,
and even all our project managers, their cell phone number is on their business card. They answer. If a question comes up at 8, 9 o'clock at night, which is not rare, people get home from work, they might have a question.
yeah.
So we really care about our customer. We really do.
No, I can feel that. But thank you again. There was a lot of great information. So thanks for coming on the
Well,
show.
thanks for having us.
We're all done?
Appreciate it.
That's all we have time for this edition of Consumer Update. I'm Kelly Lightbourne. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Consumer Update has been brought to you by Applegate, the law office of Powers, Sellers, and Frankelstein, and BRC Restoration.